Welcome back to my evil office here, the evil Kremlin of Dr. Evil. How to say, yeah, people can become evil. People can choose to become evil. We'll get back to the goddamn shit show festival in Korea. There's a little, note that a lot of little things you probably didn't learn about in the documentary about all the evil people, whatever. Yeah, it's not one big horrible truth. It's a bunch of little things. Yeah, a lot of little things that are hard. It's hard to ignore all of them once it gets going. But at some point, I'll Google about this after. Yeah, I'll check my notes after. At some point, Stalin's wife died. And yeah, from that point forward, he became more of an asshole. There's some famous quote about whatever sympathy I might have felt for humanity before. I hope I never feel it again. Yeah. You don't doubt he was pissed about. Yeah. And it wasn't some conspiracy. It was like natural causes, illness, whatever. Yeah, it's something that no matter how rich and powerful you are, there's nothing he could have done to prevent it, basically. So whatever, yeah. In a way, maybe it's a good thing. I'm even more psychotic in the sense that these emotions affect me less directly. Yeah, obviously, a similar thing happened to me recently. It wasn't quite, closest thing I've had, I guess. Good, close friend of mine died recently. Similar kind of thing. Yeah. Even if I was fucking craziest, richest man in the world, there isn't much I could have done to prevent it, right? All I could have done is prolonged the suffering. So it's like, yeah, it's not, I don't know, little things like this that are completely unrelated, even if, it could be a little catalyst that pushes something in a slightly different direction. It's like, suddenly he wasn't such a nice guy one day. It's not your fault. Yeah, it's no one else's fault, but suddenly it was harder to deal with this guy. Yeah, that could be one of many factors. Just keep it in mind when, are we punishing these people because they're evil, or are we, controlling the situation to prevent it from getting worse? If you are, we're going to get into the world police thing. I understand if you think, okay, wait a minute, those people shouldn't do that, we should do something to stop it. Okay, at that point, you are world police. If you're going to the other side of the world to stop someone from doing something bad, and if it's not personal, if it's not, yeah. If it's because that's wrong and those people shouldn't do that, if you don't know them and you're going to enforce law, and at that point, you are world police. So at that point, we either got to figure out how to do that better, or if you're going to say, okay, fuck, we shouldn't do world police, we got to figure out how to become neutral after, yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're quite entangled. The thin red line is fucking a light year behind us, man. It's too late to go back to the good old days. Yeah, fucking Pepperidge Farm remembers slave man running in the Dutch Indies. No, we're not going back to that, brah. Yeah, I've said before, too, as fucked up as America is, they have gotten closer to quote-unquote real democracy than anyone ever has. Oh, yeah, it doesn't mean, we're not there yet, Simon. Yeah, there's plenty for Simon to bitch about till we get there. Yeah, whatever. King of England, King of England can wait in line for our British court for him. God damn it, we'll wrap up this little Korea situation. It's important because this is like the key point for where the next shit show festival begins here. As far as this person attacked this person and this person attacked this person. I do think that North Korea attacked South Korea, and I've got my little speculation of his notepad basically. Why would they? Yeah, exactly. And again, I know America. My thing with America, remember, they were already there. It's not. I understand that they didn't run to the other side of the world to stop this, because they had just run to the other side of the world to stop Japan, because they were being attacked by Japan, which makes more sense. Yeah, that's not world police. That's, extreme self-defense, but still, the motive was self-defense. They weren't thinking we have to go kill those evil people. They were thinking we have to stop this from happening for the most part, right? Even if some people were racist. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure most of you get there are racist people in every country, and the further you want to push that, I can say, well, I think there were more racial issues in America than anywhere because there were more different races in America than anywhere. Ooh, yeah, they're more racist because they're less racist. Ooh, yeah, it's complicated. If they were more racist, they wouldn't even let them in the country. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's complicated. So, yeah, back to fucking Kim Jong-il's fucking Politburo Kremlin here. I'm the one FSB from Kremlin. I'm the only man who could make it here from Moscow. I brought a bunch of big, nice, cheap machine guns for you. Yeah, that's it, comrade. I got a fucking dump truck full of machine guns parked on your front lawn. Some people send their new, when you move into the block, they send the neighbors a basket of cookies or muffins. Yeah, I bring you a dump truck of fucking big Russian machine guns. I dump them on your front lawn. Hello, comrade. Here's my gift for you. A home warming gift. Straight up, that's the most we could offer at first. And then, yeah, let's cover a few basic details that are, and, you might want to go back and check, but there's hours of me rambling nonsense. I'll bulletin point summarize a few key important things to remember going in. So yes, this used to be part of China. They are Chinese. It's like a state getting separated. You know what I mean? Alaska, fucking Hawaii. Yeah, when Hawaii got attacked, this is like what Hawaii would have been. It's closer. It's attached to China. These Imperial Guards. Yeah, let's summarize some of that Chinese propaganda we saw before. How do I know they're not lying? Even if they're lying, this is what they want me to think, right? Yeah, it's more complicated than that. Well, yeah, which ones are Imperials and which ones are, okay, the gray uniform, the red, which one are the red communist Chinese? The ones in the red uniforms? Oh, the Reds? Yeah, we're fighting the Reds. You tell your soldier, if you told your soldiers to fight the Grays, yeah, think about it. Imagine we're supposed to, oh yeah, go fight the Reds. They get there and there's guys in red uniforms. Like I said, whether it's bullshit or not, if the colonel tells you you're fighting the Reds, yeah, the Yellows, the Grays, no, the Reds, exactly. Those are the Reds. And then the guys who in the same uniform but gray, yeah, think about it. Most of these people who rose up against their government were probably already part of the Imperial Guard. We didn't all have time to make new uniforms yet. Yeah, this could get complicated. Some of the Imperial Guards are against you, like the guy holding this bitch hostage. Yeah, you get it. I don't even speak Chinese, but I can understand what's happening here. I have one of your fucking high-ranking lieutenants. Yeah, she's got the plans to the incendiary baby carriage, straight up. You motherfuckers. The people who are supposed to be helping me better get back on my side. And the people, yeah, god damn it. That's kind of what's happening here. And it's like, it's the people who have already changed their uniform to red. It's like they are officially the official rebellion. Yeah, the communists are the rebels. The Nazis are the rebels against the empire. The king, whoever the king is of the empire, not Imperium. Yeah, that's why it's important to. Yeah, exactly. So, and look at how they depict the Japanese here. I know they picked some weird looking kids. Yeah, they did make the orcs. They straight up gave you orc makeup. Yeah, those are the orcs. They're supposed to look weird and crazy. Yeah, you get it, guys. There were rogue Japanese, but looking at that, the Japanese might think it's weird seeing them. Yeah, that's how they would depict you. You get it, the scary, weird monsters. In the end, they're both fighting the Japanese, basically. And this started before World War II. Yeah, this is an important capper to going into it. To them, World War II started earlier than 1939 and it ended later than 1945. So again, if you're thinking, wait a minute, the war ended, we already talked to people in Germany. Okay, well, did you talk to Kim Jong-il in Korea? Because there's another war going on with that Japanese. Yeah, most of us are thinking about Nazis in Europe. Aren't these people part German? Well, this used to be one of Germany's only colonies before World War One. Yeah, straight up. It's complicated. Yes, exactly. The racial distinction is somewhat irrelevant from the political distinction because they became a quarter German back in the Weimar Reich of the back in the fucking day, bud. They didn't even know who Hitler was until like after most of that had happened, basically. So yeah, when we declared that the war was over, when Japan surrendered, is when 1945, the war is finally over. Japan surrendered. There are still Japanese soldiers everywhere, and they're in the same. Yeah, nothing changed since yesterday as far as we can't call these guys. They're all lost from fucking. Now there's Russians in China and all up in fucking. There's Russians in Russia, straight up. There's Japanese Russians now. Yeah, too late to stop that. Yeah, and even if we wanted to, Stalin did not have time to run over here with all his caveman nukes to stop this from happening. By the time he heard about it, it was too late to. The red line has already been crossed. Now, what do we do about this? We'll get back to the Iron Curtain, and yeah, he's thinking about his Iron Curtain. Either where everyone in the world is thinking about Nazis in Germany, and now there's Germans fighting Nazis in fucking Korea, or what? Yeah, these aren't even the Reds, you get it? And the capper to this propaganda too. It's one of those things that would be very hard to lie. It's not like no one would ever lie about this, but this would be very difficult to lie about. It would take a lot of work to successfully hide this from the entire world because it's already been exposed to different countries. Thin red lines already been crossed. They both have the same star on their hats. Like I said, they were both in the military, and one of them has more officially, this is our new faction, guys. Again, you probably get it. We are just like you. We are the same people, but we have a different ideology. If they didn't want to change it too much. It's like you get it. It's so that they seem more familiar than the Japanese. And you get though the star on their hats. That's the flag of Taiwan. Well, it's China. The Taiwan is to them it looks like imperial holdouts, kind of like North Korea, where it's like, oh no, we're still the Greys, basically. Yeah, this guy took his star and put it on another flag. That might not be the case. They might think, whoa, we don't have a king. Yeah, if you don't have a king, why are you using the king's old symbol? Yeah, Canada, if you don't have a crown, why do you call it the crown? It doesn't matter till you don't like my flag. Yeah, anyway. That's as much as I can hard confident speculate on this Chinese propaganda. I don't speak your language, but you guys depicted it clearly enough. Even if it's 90% bullshit, the stuff that isn't got through to me, and you get it. Yeah, we know that there were Japanese people there. Why do you think they're all using German guns? MG42 machine guns and fucking K98 Mauser fucking rifles and fucking Luger pistols. The captain's got a fucking Luger. These are all German guns up to the point they become Russian and American guns. Fucking Uzi 9mm. That's that's an Israeli gun. We'll get there. Oh, even some crazy American. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, the guy who did come here to massacre all 1.2 billion of the red communists. Laugh it up, buddy. Did you bring enough bullets? Nope. You laugh it up. Yeah, well, you could steal some German guns. Why would Nazis give weapons to the enemies of Japan? That would mean there were Nazis helping you in World War II. Yeah, well, it's possible, but that means we gotta go back. Yeah, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, what? These weapons would not be in these people's hands otherwise. Well, the Japanese also had some German rifles. Yeah, my god. God damn it. You get it. They didn't just give weapons to everyone in the world. No, this is complicated shit from, all the way across Russia. Yeah, when I show up in my dump truck full of Russian machine guns, we've already crossed the red line, comrade. Do you want 1,000,000 AKs or not? And even some crazy American would probably know. Right, it's like you can give them a bunch of M16s. Yeah, I can give them a bunch of AK-47s. Even if they're both idiots, the guy who I gave an AK-47 to could be some teenager. Yeah, it's easier to learn how to use. Pull the trigger and shoot things? Yeah, now you have to reload. How? Yeah. Oh, you have to clean that thing. Yeah, you have to empty out the ashtray. It's a lot easier to maintain and use an AK-47 as opposed to an M16. Yeah, you can pick it up and shoot something. Reloading, cleaning it is more complicated, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, this group of people with the AKs is going to overpower the people with the M16s unless they are properly trained to use them. Is this Round Eye Hank Hill talking about propane and propane accessories, or is this Manchurian Gangnam Style who's half Japanese? And at this point, back in the day, Pepperidge Farm remembers we're going to kill the Japanese. Okay, that guy's speaking Japanese and he looks Japanese, and then you shoot him. Oh, yeah. Basically, if I'm in this guy's unit or whatever, I'm thinking, okay, let's say this is one of the captains that joined them. Yeah, in this situation, whatever. It's like, okay, we're on the same team. What should we do? There's several different things going on right now. So, hypothetically, imagine one or the other. Let's say the Imperial Guards, I'll go deal with the king. Well, yeah. Oh, imagine you were the Red Communist rebels, and I'm the Imperial Guard captain saying, okay, how about you, rebel red communists? You guys go fight the Japanese, and we'll go deal with the king. Brah, you work for the king. Yeah, no, the Imperial Guard cannot be trusted to go deal with the king. That's. What if he agrees, okay, I'll go fight the Japanese while you deal with the king? Yeah, the Red Communist rebels can go deal with the king, and the Imperial Guard can go deal with the Japanese. That way we can each trust each other, as opposed to the guy who works for the king going to deal with the king, and the rebels that are fighting us, you go get occupied up, die fighting the Japanese while we sit back and watch you both die. I was saying this about the king before. This is, yes, dictators can do horrible things, but in general, they still want their country. They're thinking, if my country falls apart, I won't be a dictator anymore. A king, even if half my country falls apart, I'm still the king. Whatever. Bitches, pimps, and heroin, and I can fix it later. Yeah, to him, it's less, I don't know. To him, this is an opportunity. Let them get distracted fighting the Japanese. They can, if the rebels and the Japanese both die fighting each other, then my guards can come in after, clean up the mess, and it's all mine again. Right, he's willing to let millions of his people die for the sake of convenience and jerking off his dildo factory. So, yeah. Which one would you trust? The guy who works for the king? Don't worry, brah, I'll go deal with the king. Will you go fight them? No. You go deal with the king, I'll go fight the Japanese. That means to him, he's thinking, fucking, oh my god, you get it, the ruthless shepherd? Yeah, fucking ruthless renegade shepherd is here to deal with the Japanese. Yeah, that means clear off the peninsula. It means, my country, my people are trusting me to clear out this one area. Yeah, if you don't surrender or run, we're gonna shoot you, basically. They speak our language enough. Enough of them understand enough of our words to say, they would understand a basic demand like surrender or back off or whatever. And if Americans are here, depending on who's in charge, can't just call the Pentagon or the White House. Ike Eisenhower's jerking off dildos, whatever. He's not an evil, horrible person, but I don't think he was here able to, finger wasn't on the button. His finger was on other buttons. Whatever, I'm sure he masturbated at least once while this was happening. Get real. And it's complicated because, Sarge, don't worry, I'll put in a good word for Sarge here. Sarge is already here. Yeah, they were American soldiers, not many of them, but there are already American soldiers in and around this area in Japan and on this peninsula because they were fighting the Japanese, and after they had surrendered, blah blah blah. They were already occupied. Thin red lines already been crossed. There's already American soldiers scattered about, and then we had transitioned between 1945 and 1950, and a period when calling back and forth. There's only been some very basic communication back and forth since. So if you are part of this American unit here, there might be an American colonel. Yeah, what's the colonel doing in his office on this side? Buddy, you should probably retreat. And yeah, should we let all these people die? The one thing you can do is evacuate people. I'm sure you got an aircraft carrier nearby. If that was your imperative, if that was priority one, anyone who wants to evacuate is free to sit on our carrier while we figure this out. God damn it! The ethical, moral thing to do is the guy who's more psychotic than Stalin. Whatever. I would retreat. Let China control China. Yeah, China's evil plan to control China. Remember, this isn't some sovereign nation of Tukmushins. It's a Chinese province of China that is, yeah, there's Japanese people here. Okay, do you want to go back to Japan? Straight up. You can give people a ride back to Japan. Or you can bring in the fucking hellfire. Yeah, and instead it's now is when we start bombing the damn communists. And if you're Canadian or British thinking, wait, we're not American, brah, you're an alliance, right? If all of you are on the same team, if this is fighting the communists, as in the one guy who's not a communist, but he's agreeing to help us in one situation, to help China control China, yeah, world police are what? They're right next door. Once again, you're going to the other side of the world to enforce world police. One of our provinces or states, we're taking it back from the Japanese. Hey, ideally, each of us could have talked to each other. Yeah, why doesn't the American colonel talk to the fucking Chinese colonel there and say, okay, we need to get straight up round up all whatever, you know what I'm saying? Papers, please. Fucking Fernando needs to go back to Mexico. Yeah, you guys are familiar with this. Yeah, straight up, if you can help me with one thing, it's bringing in the fucking immigration guys to get Fernando back to Mexico. That's something you could have helped them with. Even some Korean people might be thinking, yeah, it would be nice if you weren't still in a Cold War state with your neighbors and a giant Berlin Wall of whatever. Yeah, right. In a perfect world, if I was the American colonel, they had a 5-year period. You might be thinking, oh yeah, why didn't they? You are in their country, on their doorstep. We're helping Korea. You're helping China, in China, dealing with China. You should talk to China. You should be, god damn it. It's somewhat your imperative to put the best foot forward and, make it damn well clear that I'm not here. Yeah, what's your imperative? What's your motive? I'm just doing my job, sir. Yeah, dealing with the Japanese. I'm sure they would be gracious enough, appreciative enough to say, okay, you helped us fight Japan, straight up. God damn it, we both just helped each other. They would, god damn it. They would be willing to hear you out in that sense and say, we understand why you're here. Yeah, you came here to fight Japan, so did we. How do we avoid fighting each other? What should we do about there are still Japanese soldiers all over the place. What should we do about this? As opposed to sit here twiddling my thumbs, jerking off, waiting for something to happen. Whatever. I don't speak Chinese, brah. You're in China. You should start learning, If you're expecting them to all learn English and come to you asking for your help, no, it's the other way around. So yeah, I hope you get it. Like, yeah, clearly some bad stuff is going on here. It's like, whoa, yeah, there's, Grandmaster Genocide, fucking Google Gulag, whatever. World police or not? Right. If you think, we should stop that from happening, okay, world police, how should we go about doing this? You can't be world police and then say you're neutral. Yeah, god damn it, neutral good. Gandhi showed up with a machine gun. Eventually you'll end up in a situation where you're evil and I'm perfect. We didn't do anything wrong. Oh yeah, god damn it. Yeah, some god damn it. Chinese fucking, oh my god, the Chinese Grandmaster Genocide of the Chinese. Here comes Round Eye Hank Hill to commit actual genocide, but for one reason or another, maybe it's to prevent another genocide. Yeah, I hope that's not your only reasoning here, right? Because in the end, you're going to be you guys might get it too, either British or American. It's like, oh god, we needed America's help so much, now you're implicated in America's war crimes. Yeah, America needed Britain's help so much, now you're implicated with King Henry and the King of England. Yeah, you're both implicated, and because you were so desperate to stop the Nazis, so are these people. They're so desperate to stop the Japanese. Yeah, you guys should have talked about this more in the 5-year masturbation session you had after the war ended. And I guess, yeah, trying to put in whatever good word I can to... It's like the defense lawyer showing up for North Korea. No one else is here to defend North Korea in the court. Just saying, I hope you can see how this dictator, whatever, before it turned into King Dildo Master's fucking harem, whatever, we'll get to it. It's like, as this Imperial Guard, it's like, okay, I'm willing to be the frontline doorstop, basically. Yeah, it's like, if I'm allowed to control anything, it's like, they have to get through me to get to you. I'm willing to be the buffer zone, whatever. If Japan does attack us again, they'll have to go through the Imperial Guards who protect China. Yeah, we're protecting all the people of China. And the communist Chinese can deal with, the rest of China. There's still 5 other factions fighting for control of this, that, and the other. I don't know, one way or another, to them, they are in the middle of a horrible crisis. All their people are in the middle of a horrible crisis. In America, yeah, your army is in the middle of a horrible crisis. Your people are jerking off, slapping each other with floppy dildos on CNN. So, god damn it, you have to see how different that is. Same with Canada. In fact, the only one of you who can say, yeah, Britain did get bombed. Yeah, the bombing of London from Bristol to Hull made half of Britain got bombed. A lot of their civilians have some of their civilians have a fresh understanding of this. Probably a big reason why a lot of normal British people are so straight up with this now. Yeah, if anyone's laughing along with me, it's the most English man in the UK. Remember the bombing of London? Yeah, Mercedes bombing England, mate. God damn it. At that point, when he decides to judge me, yeah, in the end, the most English man in the UK can judge me more than most normal Americans or Canadians can. And my god, if a Canadian is going to say, wait a minute, we're not the ones doing this. You were allies in this war, you're still part British, there are British flags on all of your provinces, kind of like this province of this country. And, okay, if you insist that I have to separate blame here and say, okay, Canada and America are 2 different entities. China and Russia are 2 different entities, comrade. Yeah, North Korea he's the one guy here who isn't communist. So to say that these are the communists, no, this is the one place that's not communist. They're allies with communists, yeah, just like you're allies with the King Henry fucking jerking off dildos with Ike Eisenhower, whatever. Yeah, doesn't mean he's horrible, it doesn't mean he's stupid, it means he is flopping a floppy dildo with a lot of lube in his office right now. And so, yeah, I mean, there aren't too many specific details I can get into here, other than the fact that all this new technology, yeah, main difference now, the nukes, yeah, we have caveman nukes, as in, yeah, another chance to clarify. The atom bomb, yes, I can make an atom bomb out of any atom on the periodic table of atoms. I can shatter atoms with my fucking fist at this, borderline. The bomb itself, the bomb is fucking borderline caveman technology, yeah. They built it in 1945 without computers. Right, it is get a ball of dynamite around some uranium. We're just getting to the point of effective delivery systems. To look back at the Iron Curtain, we'll get to it with Stalin. Yeah, that situation is reaching an apex. It's the most cutting-edge new, Viskadrakatan coming out of Russia here. They could reach from approximately from their border of Russia here, the Soviet Union, to the middle of Europe. They might go a bit further, but that's as much as they can. Yeah, that's where the technology's at so far. Continental ballistic missiles, as opposed to intercontinental ballistic missiles that can go around the fucking world. So what is a Scud missile? It's like the big nuclear missiles, but not, yeah, it's the step halfway between. This is pretty much the technology we used to get Sputnik up in the atmosphere and win the space race, comrade. Yeah, and our lander unit that got to Venus, yeah, all the Russian space technology coming out of this was from the Viskadrakatan we reclaimed from the Germans. Most of our new tanks are German Panzergeist tanks that have, yeah, slapped some paint on there, replaced a few bolts, yeah. All the German machine guns, mine's Straten fucking MG42 kicking around, turn the Sten into a fucking AK. Right. So much of this, yeah, there was a bunch, yeah, should I have gotten rid of all the garbage and then built a bunch of new stuff, or recycle the garbage? Yeah, we're recycling. I only built 1 gun to last 50 years. You built 1 million guns to last 5 years. Whatever, yeah, a lot of people have used our AKs simply because they were easier to use. Should I have spent more money to make a more complicated thing that doesn't work? Yeah, that's a good idea. Fucking, yeah, not a scientist list for that motherfucker. And I guess, I can at least put in a good word for America, too. Eventually, they did reach a ceasefire. Could have been dealt with better, but yeah, this could have gotten worse, I'll admit. When each of us started bringing in our new jet fighters, Yaks and MiG, fucking, oh god, Russia's got fucking jet fighters with missiles in the rack. Yeah, fucking Messerschmitt coming out, bud. Yeah, I'm just saying. A lot of it was experimental technology. Yeah, it was safety precaution is not in our dictionary yet, comrade. Yeah, fucking get her done a little too hard now and again. So, same with America. Oh, we finally have jet fighters. Get them over to Korea and bomb the fucking communists. What? Which? Yeah, the. I thought they weren't communists. Yeah, which ones are the communists? The Reds? Yeah, the Reds. Those guys aren't red. Whatever. Fucking bomb the communists. Bomb anyone who doesn't do whatever the fuck you tell them to do.